Hi and welcome to This Week in Gaming with me, GD, the place for the hottest news, UK top 5 and new releases of this week. So, let's start off with the news. First in this week's news, the future of Gears of War franchise is now on Microsoft's hands. The Xbox maker revealed this week it acquired the rights to the franchise, including all existing and future games from creator Epic Games. That means new entries in the Gears of War franchise will come from Microsoft Studios and will remain exclusive to Xbox. Microsoft have tasked Black Tusk Studios, the company's Vancouver-based developer, with creating future Gears of War titles. Aiding Black Tusk will be Rod Ferguson, the former Epic Games executive producer and director of production who oversaw the first 3 games in the Gears of War series. Ferguson is joining Black Tusk, working with the studio's general manager Hanno Lemke and overseeing the franchise. Ferguson left Epic in August 2012 to join Irrational Games, but after the completion of Bioshock Infinite left the studio. He announced in September 2013 he was joining Ukie Games to lead a new studio on an unannounced project. His transition to Microsoft is a homecoming. Ferguson worked for the company from 1996 to 2006. According to Microsoft, Ferguson will play a key studio leadership role at Black Tusk on the development of the franchise going forward. I'm extremely excited to be joining Black Tusk Studios to oversee development on the Gears of War franchise, Ferguson said in a statement to Polygon. I've been privileged to work on a lot of great games with a lot of great teams, but Gears have had the most impact on me professionally and personally, so this really feels like a homecoming. I can't wait to share more with you all soon. Phil Spencer, Microsoft Studios corporate vice president, told Polygon that the company isn't ready to discuss its plans for the Gears of franchise yet, but will be making some related announcements later this year. The discussion to acquire Gears of War franchise, which includes the games as well as all entertainment experiences and merchandise, Microsoft said, is one that's been going on for a while, according to Spencer, roughly since last fall. We finished the last Gears talking about the next iteration of the franchise, one that Epic and I were going to talk about just as a natural course of the publishing and studio relationship, Spencer said. They didn't have a firm plan for what they wanted to do with Gears, which obviously opened the door to conversation. They wanted to make sure the franchise landed somewhere we could develop it well, so we started having discussions about how we could continue the franchise. Spencer said Microsoft's interest in acquiring Gears came down to the fact that the series, as one of the platform's exclusives, have been critical to the success of the Xbox 360. Epic's motivation to transfer Gears of War to Microsoft, Spencer said, was that they've just got great new things they want to go do. Tim Sweeney, founder and CEO of Epic Games, echoed that sentiment and in a statement to Polygon. We're very proud of the franchise, but we built in close partnership with Microsoft over the past decade and are happy that this agreement enables Microsoft to forge ahead with the Gears universe on their industry-leading platforms, as Epic concentrates its efforts on new projects, Sweeney said. Epic remains totally dedicated to supporting my Xbox One and has licensed the Unreal Engine 4 technology to Microsoft in support of their future projects. Gears of War's new home, Black Tusk Studios, may come as a surprise to Xbox fans who watched Microsoft's press conference from E3 2013. It was there where Spencer teased a new project from Black Tusk, a sleek, stealthy action game with no name. The thing we showed at E3 last year, it was something that was done in Unreal and more of a concept piece, Spencer said, calling it an asset created by the team to get their creative juices flowing, not necessarily in development game. The studio has really been incubating different ideas over the past 6 to 9 months on what they might work on, he said. But the discussion with Epic obviously didn't start yesterday. We've been in this discussion for a while. The leadership team there has known for a while. Because Black Tusk was already working with the Unreal Engine on Xbox One, the opportunity to bring Gears of War to the studio was actually a nice coincidence, Spencer said, and not something planned during the formation of the developer. I wanted to make sure I had a great internal team, similar to what we did when Bungie moved out to Halo moved to 343 Industries, Spencer said. Also in the news, a massive dump of rumours posted on NeoGAF hints at a new Forza Horizon this fall, a game called Shanghai that was cancelled when the studio Black Tusk started development on a new Gears of War, a widespread white Xbox One launch later this year, a disc-free Xbox One, Halo 5 coming 2015 and Halo 2 remake coming this fall. This all comes from someone with the handle NT-Kernel, who hasn't identified himself but has been posting details and tidbits about Microsoft's future plans. Some of the info is vague, like an alleged deal between Microsoft and the cloud processing company CloudGen, while other snippets are more specific, like details about the upcoming Xbox One game Sunset Overdrive. NT-Kernel adds that Halo 2 anniversary is scheduled for November 11th and Fable Legends will be out summer of 2015. So, how valid is this stuff? Well, thanks to a reliable source, Kotaku have been able to confirm that NT-Kernel is indeed connected to Microsoft, although they haven't been able to verify any of the poster's claims. Just because the leaker is in a position to know this information doesn't mean this information is true. But adding some veracy to NT-Kernel's post is The Verge Tom Warren, who has a very good track record with Microsoft-related leaks and rumours. Warren says that he's been able to verify a few of NT-Kernel's claims, including the white Xbox One release and a major dashboard update scheduled for this March that will reportedly fix some of the system's big interface and party chat issues. Warren also says he confirmed Microsoft is testing out builds for an Xbox One without a disk drive, floated by NT-Kernel, although neither knows whether that version of the console will actually make it to the market. On top of that, according to one person familiar with the situation who is going to be kept anonymous, Microsoft is currently trying to track down and identify NT-Kernel. According to that person, Microsoft executives are looking to take legal action against NT-Kernel, which again doesn't mean that everything he says is true. NT-Kernel also posted a mock-up of what appears to be a Titanfall-themed Xbox One bundle. Two industry sources have said that this bundle is real, although the image is not 100% accurate. It's worth noting that just because the bundle is real doesn't mean it will make its way to store shelves. Frequent NeoGAFter Pete Dodd, who has been correct about some gaming rumours in the past, says he heard the bundle was cancelled. Titanfall comes out for Xbox One, PC and 360 on March the 11th. Finally, in this week's news, if you're looking to stay on top of crossplay with the PlayStation 4, you want to start budgeting, because the PS Vita Slim was announced as coming to the UK. Sony's UK product manager Ben Law revealed the PS Vita Slim at an event in London, where it will arrive on the 7th of February. First introduced in October, the handheld was a Japanese exclusive until now. The difference between the two models is hard to take in visually, but they're there. The PS Vita Slim or PS Vita 2000 is 20% thinner, 15% lighter, an hour increase in battery life, yet some have reported higher. Micro USB Type-B port, so any standard micro USB cable can be used to charge the Vita. 1GB internal storage memory, and features an LCD screen over an OLED screen. Sony intends to use the Vita Slim as a replacement for the original, so as stock of the latter runs out, that'll be it. During London's event, Sony UK chief Virgil Gara also revealed that Sony's PlayStation Plus subscriptions have more than tripled since the PlayStation 4 launched in November. Not surprising really, as the PS Plus account is required to play PS4 games online, but news is news. Expect the number to grow even higher as the PlayStation 4 is still set to be released in Japan. The next generation console will arrive there on February the 22nd. Also, a new update for the system, 1.6, expected to support Pulse headsets for the system, is scheduled to release at the same time. We'll keep you posted if Sony reveals any other locations that you can expect to get the PS Vita Slim. Now it's time for the UK Top 5.
Okay, people, let's go to work.
A spazio verticale, Balotelli, che gol, splendida rete.
If I don't survive, none of us will.
And that's it for the UK Top 5 this week. To check the full Top 20, just click on the links in the details below. Now it's time for the new releases. Starting with Outlast on the PS4, out Wednesday the 5th of February, which will be free to PlayStation Plus subscribers. Next, we have Fable Anniversary on the 360, out Friday the 7th of February. And finally, like just said in the news before, the PlayStation Vita Slim comes out in the UK on Friday the 7th of February. So that's it for this week in gaming for the week ending 1st of February. If you like the show, like and subscribe in the link below. Also, if you want to, follow us on Facebook and Twitter in the links below. And tune in next week for more of the hottest news, the UK Top 5 and new releases of the week, right here on This Week in Gaming.